It's the some Shy Guy Show. It's the some Shy Guy, the some Shy Guy Show. It's the some Shy Guy, the some Shy Guy Show. It's the some Shy, it's the some Shy Guy Show. Greetings, everyone. For my entry into Asalieri's Whenever the Hell reviewing contest, this year I've decided I'm going to be doing a review on Mania for the Game Boy. A very obscure puzzle game that nobody seems to remember at all. Ah yes, Mania. One of the most obscure puzzle games to ever get released. I mean, this game, as far as our games go, is a game that nobody has really played. And that's a darn shame, too. The story of the game is that Muddy's wife and everyone is enjoying a day out when suddenly she notices something is coming. And soon enough, Jinby arrives, the main villain of the game. Oh wow, I don't think you can get away with that in video games nowadays, hating woman. I could make a Mike Matei joke there, but I know better than to insult my audience. So Jinby kidnaps your family, and Muddy Mo, the main character, arrives, notices the note. Well, first he looks in the hole. Your family isn't even named. That's pretty weird in itself. So Muddy is now going to get some sweet revenge. Now, Mania in itself plays in a Zelda overhead view. And as far as puzzle games go, this one is actually rather addicting. You can dig holes in this game and explore underground in each room. That's something that hasn't been done in our games before. I mean, as far as our games go, this is probably the only one where you can actually dig underground and explore what's underground. So the first few rooms of the game teach you the mechanics of the game and help you get used to them. And trust me, you're going to need this, because the puzzles in this game are not easy. They can actually be pretty tricky. And here's the steel ball. Later on in the level, you're going to have to go and guide these balls to a door. Yeah, get it, balls? Okay, I'm not NC-17. Anyway, you gotta guide these steel balls to door in each room. And it starts in the very next room. And yes, there are enemies in the game. The only way you can kill them is by throwing something at them, whether it be a steel ball, cabbage, or barrel. We'll get to cabbages in a bit. Anyway, as you can see, you can also throw the balls backwards. And throwing things backwards is something I wasn't used to doing when I first played the game, so I ended up sucking at it. Anyway, the room here is the very first room where you have to guide the ball to a door. And after doing that, you can clear the room and move on. Also, doing this auto-saves the game, so you don't have to worry about saving or whatnot. I kinda skipped this room, but if you're low on health, you can talk to the old man in there, and he'll restore your life. As you can see, I have to maneuver around this ball, and then I have to throw it when I'm standing on the hole. The cabbages in the game serve as a way of getting 100% on each stage. I don't know if getting 100% on every stage does something special. I don't know, but what they do is, for each 5 you put into a hole, you get a piece of life back. But you have to get 20 cabbages. You have to find all of them in the level. You have to beat the bonus stage, which involves trying to get all the cabbages into a hole while trying to run from Jinby. And then, you have to find all the items that are in that stage. Doing this will get you 100%. which kinda seems to be useless in my opinion. And lastly, the bosses. The bosses are actually some of the most interesting in the game. I mean, the bosses are actually pretty original. You get to deal with an evil wrencher, you get to deal with a kangaroo, you even get to fight the sun, and there's a sign at the beginning of each level that actually introduces the boss to you. I mean, it really gets you determined to reach the end of the level so you can actually see how the boss plays out. It's pretty interesting in itself. Now there are 7 levels in all of Jinbi Land, and the final level, which is a boss rush. You get to go through a forest level, a beach level, a snow forest level, a pipe factory. How did Jinbi manage to afford all this? I mean, Jinbi Land mustn't come cheap, you know. Well, I guess that explains everything. Curse you, Kickstarter! So there you have it, one of my favorite Game Boy games that I played growing up. I remember getting this game on a camping trip, and I enjoyed playing the hell out of it. I mean, the whole game, you can get it on the 3DS shop for $3, and that's a very good deal for a game like this. So what are you waiting for? You should totally dig into this game, man.